the whole truth. The place where you listen to get a value. The place where you listen to get the whole truth. The place where you listen to get a value. This is Red Talk. This is Red Talk. This is Red Talk. This is Red Talk.
Welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Greg Talks. Welcome to Greg Talks. Welcome. It's time to talk. It's time to talk. Good evening, my beautiful wife. Yes. It's time to talk. Good evening, Kate Dozier Perkins. Good evening. It's time to talk. It is time to talk. Let's talk about it. Listen, I'm gonna put up a song. Hey, Genesis Mullen. Hey, Genesis. My God. I'm gonna put this song on and let it play real quick and give you all the time. Give a few people time to come on. Yes. This song is called Our God Reigns Forever. Yes. So in the meantime, go ahead and start your watch party. Invite your friends in. Good evening, Vanessa Owens. Good evening. Go ahead and invite somebody in while we worship just a little bit. Yeah, our God reigns forever.
Cause our God reigns forever.
Good evening, y'all. Good evening.
Forever. Amen.
Yeah.
Our God reigns forever.
He reigns
forever. Amen. Help me sing. Our God reigns
forever. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm glad that God reigns. He reigns forever. Yeah.
I got raised like a champion. Undefeated, you are the only one. You spoke the earth into existence. Even creation obeys your wisdom.
Yes.
All of creation one day down. But the chosen and I do now. Beginning and the end.
Hey, Bobby Rice.
Let's go.
Our God reigns. He reigns. Yes, he does. Woo. Yes, he does. Reigns like a champion. Amen. Amen. Don't you know he does? Woo. Amen. Good evening, y'all. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I welcome you again to Greg Talks. Greg Talks. I'm talking about a subject today that's very near and dear to me, and that is we're asking the question: whatever happened to good customer service? Whatever happened to good customer service? My. Now, I know many of you are like me. When you go somewhere to spend money, wherever it is, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a grocery store, whether it's a clothing store, a furniture store, or whatever, you have this expectation of getting good service. You have this expectation of getting treated nicely because you are there. You know, you may have been invited in by some type of advertisement, but however, the fact you are there and you're showing up and you are there to patronize the business. So you kind of look to get good customer service, but unfortunately, in many times we get just the opposite of what we are expecting, and that is really somewhat have become common today, which raises the question: what happens to good customer? Whatever happened to good customer service? So I'm asking you, if you would, to go ahead and invite your friends. Go ahead and start your watch party. Invite everybody in to come in. I see some people coming in on my watch party, so I want to invite you, ask you all to do the same. Invite somebody in on your watch party because yes, that's right, Barbara. We go and we are looking to see smiling faces in all of these places. Now, listen, and it's disturbing to me that now that we are in the midst of a pandemic, and there are still people that has poor customer service, even though the economy has almost collapsed, and many people are not getting nearly the customers that they used to get. The service is still poor. Wow. Now, here's what I want to do tonight. I want you guys to be interactive with me. Yes, I do. I want you to be interactive with me. I want you to talk to me tonight. I want you to, if you would, share some of your experience and some of the experiences that you had. Go ahead and you can type your experience in on the screen as well. Let's talk about this stuff. Just talk about this stuff because it really kind of gets to me that in this day and time, customer service have seemed to gone out of the window. People used to really harp on customer service, but now it seems that we go to places and it look like people just don't even care. Wow, my God. They have the mindset that you better be glad we open so you can come here. Wow. So now let's talk about customer service. The customer service, I'm gonna give you a definition of customer service. Definition of customer service is the support you offer your customers both before and after they buy and use your products or services. Yes, that helps them have an easy and enjoyable experience with you. Wow, and so that's a definition of customer service. Yes, it is. That's a definition of customer service. So I want you to get that. I want you to get that. I want you to get that. And let's give that some thought. Because whenever we are going to somewhere to do business, this is kind of what we're looking for. I mean, we're not expecting people to treat us like kings and queens, whatever the case is, but yet we expect them to show us some kind of common courtesy because of the fact that we are simply patronizing their business. Now, customer service is dear to me near and dear to my heart for a couple of reasons. Number one, I've worked other people's business and I've managed other people's businesses, and customer service was always at the top of our list. And not only that, but I've owned my own businesses, and yes, I said that business says, but customer service was always at the top of my list. I wanted to treat people good. I wanted to not only give them a good product, but give them a good service, because I've discovered that people will patronize your business even if you don't have a good product, if you have good service. Yeah, they will. People will show up. They will patronize you even if you don't have a good product, but if you have good service. It is important. Now I want you guys to interact with me. So I'm gonna talk about some experiences, and in fact the most recent one that I had, but I want you to share some of your stuff as well. I got Bobby Dahl here. Bobby Dahl said, I think hiring a lot of young folk feel angry because they were forced to work, so their attitudes come off being very disrespectful and rude because they are mad when they arrive. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm not sure. Is it the fact that they were angry because they were forced to work, or is it that some people today, and a lot of, especially many in our younger generation, have a sense of entitlements? And think about what I said earlier. Sometimes people treat us with the attitude that y'all better be glad we're here and glad we're open, so we can serve you, or so you can come here and buy something. So it could be kind of a mixture of that as well. But that's a good thought. That's a good thought. Because you go to a place and you find so many people working, and I know, Barbara, you saying that's a lot of the young generation, but I've seen older people the same way. That's working on the job. They act like, hey, you better be glad I'm waiting on you. So that really becomes an issue to me when people have that kind of attitude. Yeah, that becomes a real issue when people have that kind of attitude. Now, I want you to y'all come on, talk when you feel like talking. I'm here to talk to you, and I want you to talk back to me, because I know I'm not the only person that's concerned about customer service. Yes, I know that. Many times people act like they are the only thing going. I have this saying that I use, and I will tell people in a minute. Listen, you don't have the only horse in the race. You are not the only person that's selling this. And one of the things that I learned in management, when I learned at many of the seminars that I attended, is that there are multiple people selling the same thing that you are selling. What are you going to do different to cause them to come and get their product from you? What are you going to do different? And I'm telling you, one of the things that we learned was at the top of the list, some form of customer service that somebody else wasn't doing was always at the top of the list. Treating somebody differently from what other people are treating them, and it will cause them to patronize your business. Now, if I got some businesses people on the line here, I want you to speak up as well. If I got some people that you're working and you have to deal with the public, you have to give a service to the public. Hey, I need to hear from you. I want to hear from you as well, as your take and your concern about the customer service issues that we're dealing with. I found this out. You can sell the same product that someone else sells, and you can sell it at a higher price, and people would rather buy it from you because of your service than they would to buy from somebody else at a lower price. How do I know that? I'm glad you asked. I know that because I've been there. When back in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, I worked at one of the highest priced furniture stores in town. We sold some high priced furniture. I didn't say. Now watch this. I didn't say all high quality, but high priced. But the difference between us that made people come and buy it from us was the service that we gave them. It was always important. I mean, people would call me up on the phone and ask me to send me a bedroom suit out to my house. No, I don't want to do that. I want you to come look at it. No, I know how you are. I know you know what I like. I know you know my taste. So just send it to the house and send the contract with the delivery man, and I will sign it when they bring it. And I never had one to come back. And I'm not talking about people who couldn't buy anything anywhere else. Because see, sometimes when we've gotten in some bad credit situations, we'll take anything that we can get because we need something. But I'm talking about people who had A1 credit, who could have bought stuff anywhere that they've gone, anywhere they wanted to, but they bought it from us because of the service that they received. We treated people so well that sometimes they would get to the point where they couldn't even pay their bill, and we would have to repossess the furniture. Wow. But even in repossessing the furniture, we treated them well and talked to them and gave them a service that nobody else was giving them. And that service was, if you find yourself, getting back on your feet and you want to come back and do business with us, we will still do business with you. That's what we was doing. So that's a customer service perk that we offer to all of our customers. So it's important, and I want you to understand that people will buy from you even if your price is higher, if you give them the right kind of service. So where is that kind of service today? That's my question. That's my question, Stephen. Where is that kind of service? Where is that kind of service today? So I want somebody to tell me of an experience that you had, maybe recent, maybe a long time ago with customer service. Go ahead and type it on the screen so we can talk about that. I want to talk to you, and I want you to talk to me. I don't want to do all the talking. I want to talk to you, and I want you to talk to me. So let's be interactive with this. So now I'm gonna talk about one that I just had this past weekend. While you're thinking of yours, I'm gonna go ahead and give you one of mine. This past weekend. Now now anybody who know me and my family know that there are times that we eat out. We eat out a lot. Even during the pandemic, we've been we've been door dashing. Yeah, we've been doing some cooking as well, but we've been doing some door dashing. We've been doing all kinds of stuff, man. We've been doing all kinds of stuff. But yet sometimes we would ride out, especially on Sunday afternoon after church is over. We would ride out and go to a drive-through somewhere because we are not going in anybody's restaurant and sit down to eat right now. But last weekend we rode out. I believe it was Saturday. We was riding out and looking at some things, and we got hungry. And my wife said, "Well, let's go to Zaxby's," because she had some Zaxby's. Some Zaxby's wings, and we had some teriyaki wings, and she loved those teriyaki wings. I love those teriyaki wings. But we found out that all Zaxby's are not created equal. All Zaxby's are not created equal. Jesus. Wow. Now, what happened? I'm glad you asked. What happened was, we got there. I was asked to pull up. Now this one thing I haven't figured out yet. I could sit in line behind a car for 15 minutes, and then I pull up and make my order. They ask me to pull forward. I ain't figured maybe that's a stamp on my head or something that I'm the guy that need to pull forward all the time. I don't know. One day I told somebody, no, I'm not finna pull forward. You just let that car sit there 15 minutes. Now you want me to pull forward. I said it jokingly, but I did move forward. So we was asked to pull forward. We sit out there 15 minutes waiting for our food to come, and the food finally shows up. By this time, Miracle has drank up all of her kitty drink, and I asked the young lady, could I get a refill? And she said, no, I cannot give y'all a refill. I'm like, wow, just like that, huh? So then I said, okay, cool. So I had asked her for some ketchup or whatever it was to go with the fries. And she had a really, really nasty persona, really nasty attitude. And so I said, so my wife says, so you mean to tell me we have sat here 15 minutes waiting for our food and we can't get a kitty refill? And she says, well, it's not our fault wasn't no chicken up. Well, whose fault was it? Forgive me for ordering chicken. I'm sorry, but that's what y'all sell. Forgive me for ordering chicken. That's what y'all sell. So here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. So she goes back and get the ketchup, and she's got a really nasty attitude. And when I leave the restaurant, we start eating the wings, and the wings are not hot. I called the restaurant back and actually speak to the manager. The manager come to the phone, and she came with a nasty attitude, which suggested to me why the employees have a nasty attitude. Because the manager had a nasty attitude. And she says to me, and I tell her, first of all, ma'am, I pulled to your window and I did not appreciate the fact that your employee at the window was not wearing a mask. And she says to me, well, I'm looking at both my cashiers right now and they got a mask on. Wow. Is that good customer service? Is that the response that we should have gotten? Then I tell her that the wings were not hot. She said, "Well, the wings were hot. I know they were hot because I cooked them myself." Wow. I'm like, okay, I'm the one eating these wings. And then she said, well, the grilled chicken was frozen. The grilled chicken patty was frozen. We had to wait for it to thaw out before we, okay. So all of this is my fault. I'm getting mistreated because I came to patronize the business. Isn't that something? Have any of y'all ever had an experience like that? And then she says, you calling her yelling at my employees? And ma'am, I'm not yelling at anybody. Well, I got another manager standing right here. She can hear you raising your voice. Like, wow, ma'am, I'm raising my voice because you are acting a little foolish. This is why I'm raising my voice. Okay, so so here we are. So she asked me, "What you want to bring it back for a refund or a remake?" No, ma'am, I don't. I will never set foot at Zaxby's on Montclair Road again. Yeah, I call it out. And had I read some of the ratings of that people had put on social media, that then I wouldn't have gone there in the first place. But this is so now. It didn't stop there, people, because what I did next was I filled out the little third survey thing that they have on the receipt. I filled that out and I explained to them everything that happened. I told them everything that happened, word for word. Now, remind you, this was Saturday, and I said to them, I do a social media talk show, a weekly social media talk show, and I will be blasting this on my show this week. Now, the survey asked, did I want somebody to contact me? Did I want an email? Did I want a phone call? I said, please give me a phone call. That was Saturday. Today is Thursday, and I still have not received a phone call from Zaxby's on Montclair Road. Now, I don't know who the owner is, and I rightfully don't care. But my question is, whatever happened to good customer service? Jesus, my. So okay, here we go. Here is Sheila. Sheila said this. Sheila said a lot of places need to be called out. Yeah. So my thing is this. I agree with that. But what we need to do is call them out. Why do we keep going back to the same place to get the same nasty treatment? It really don't make sense. Let's see what Barbie Doll said. Barbie Doll said the thing is also when a company knows you have to keep them because of your address, so they are not trained to be courteous or professional. Just a terrible attitude. Wow. Yeah. When they feel like they don't want something going, that's the way they would treat you. And but let me tell you something. Here. I don't care what my address is. I don't care where I live. I will drive further for better service than to patronize a business right down the street from my house if they're not going to treat me fairly. Lately, and I'm not. This is not because of service, but this is because of product. I've been driving to Gardendale to get a product because the business that's next to my house don't keep the product in stock. So guess what? I would drive further and pay more for better service than I would for bad service. Wow. So that's my take on that. So okay. All right. So who's next? I'm listening for you. I'm waiting on you. So go ahead and give me one of your experiences that you had, and let's talk about it. And then I'm gonna give you a few stats on customer service and how it makes a difference. And how it makes a difference. I don't know. Maybe you work in the customer service, and you might need to know how to treat somebody too. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I just want to put this information out there because maybe you have your own business, or you're looking at getting into your own business. You need to know how to treat people. You need to know how to treat customers when they come into your place of business. You need to know how to treat them if you want to keep them coming back. Okay, if you want to keep them coming back, you need to know how to treat them. And and Barbie, yes, there need to be a sense of professionalism. There need to be a sense of professionalism that many people don't learn anymore. I told Little Caesars once, and I'm not, because the survey was so awful there, when I filled out their survey and they wanted to know what could they do different. I said, stop hiring people from a text message. You text from, I'm talking about text for a job. You don't know who you got, what kind of attitude they have or anything, but you hiring people from a text, You know, I'm very fanatical, people, about customer service. I'm very fanatical about how I be treated when I'm spending my money. So, you know, it's the principle of the matter. It's the principle. I've gone to places where I got bad service from a waitress or waiter, and some of that I could deal with, because sometimes people are just having a bad day, and I don't know what caused their bad day. And I know some of us get mad with that person, and we don't tip that person. My God, yeah, I'm not gonna leave them a tip the way their service was pitiful. Sometimes, sometimes you can motivate them, or you can help them by leaving them a tip anyway. I'm just throwing that out there. If you want to sometimes motivate that person to better customer service, because they don't, again, who knows what happened to them in the course of the day. They could have gotten a bad phone call from home or whatever. There could be a lot of things going on. That's understandable. I can deal with that, man. I don't have a problem with that. So I got a lot of people out here watching. Hey, y'all, but y'all watching, and y'all waiting on you to make comments or talk about some of your experiences that you've had, because I know I'm not the only person that's had a bad experience in a restaurant. My. All right. That's my daughter right there. She says, I went to Family Dollar to get something. The young lady put all my groceries in one bag. I could see that the bag was weak because all the groceries was in one bag. I asked her if she would double it so my groceries wouldn't fall out of the bag, fall the bag tore. She told me no, because they were short on bags. When I gave her my shock face, she told me it wasn't her fault that they were short on bags. Wow. Good God Almighty. Isn't that something? Woo! Man. I hope you didn't go back to that Family Dollar. I hope you reported that to management. My God, that is absolutely awful, man. And I'm laughing yesterday because I went to a store and bought 2 items and they doubled the bag. I'm like, wow, I didn't need 2 bags. But here you got groceries running out of the bag, and they say, I can't double your bag. I can't do it. I had an incident at a store in Bessemer once. That's when I was actually was pastoring in Choctaw County. I was on the way to Choctaw County. I stopped at this gas station. And that was back when the Pepsis was in the bottles, and they had these caps on them where you can get a free, you screw the top off, you get a free soda, and I had the cap in my pocket and I forgot about it. And I had gotten the 2 sodas, and the lady rung it up, and I said, oh man, I forgot to give you this cap. And she said, well, I've already rung it up, I can't take the cap now. I'm like, really? I'll tell you what, then you can keep your sodas. I don't have to buy any of them. So hey, you're not going to mistreat me and think I'm going to just take the stuff and walk away. It just don't work that way. Okay, here's Tanya Taylor. Tanya Taylor says, you're right. A lot of these fast food places are just terrible. Again, the older people are just as bad as the younger ones. McDonald's, for instance. You mean the place where the ice cream machine is always broke? Oh, man. I hadn't had a McFlurry in years. I mean, I never go to an ice cream machine, and all of them broke. What's up with that? What's up with that? All ice cream machine broke. Jesus. So anyway, she says McDonald's, for instance, they can ask you what you want like 1,000,000 times and still get your order wrong. And when you call them out, like you said, they got an attitude because they didn't get the order right, and you want your order redone right. Wow, you are absolutely right. Been there, done that, and experienced the same thing. And in fact, I would always go to McDonald's. Miracle used to love the McNuggets. Every evening we got out of school, we had to stop at McDonald's and get her some McNuggets. Even though I didn't like going to McDonald's, but she loved the chicken nuggets, so I was going there for her. She loved the McNuggets. I was going there for her. And one day, and every time I would ask them for honey mustard, because she loved honey mustard. She like ketchup on her McNuggets and honey mustard on her fries. Figure that out, But here I am. I every time I ask for honey mustard, I look at my bag. I got barbecue sauce. Whoa! I looked at a lady one day. I said, "Ma'am, do you think I want barbecue sauce because I'm black? I don't want barbecue sauce. I asked for honey mustard." I'm just, sometimes we just have to call people out, man, for real. So Don't even ask me what kind of sauce I want if you're not gonna put it in the bag when I tell you. You know, so please come on. You know, so that's good. That's good, Mo. That's good, Mo. That's good. That's good, Tanya. Yes, that is so good, Tanya. That's good. That's good. Let's see what else, Tanya. Okay, yeah. They do. They get upset. Okay, Elaine Wilhite says, I think healthcare professionals have some nasty attitude. I am a nurse and I see how my coworkers treat our patients. Oh, wow. See, that's one of the reasons I don't ever let my folk go to the doctor by themselves. I'm not gonna let my mama go in by herself. I go in with my wife every chance I get, and I'm certainly not gonna let my kids go in by themselves. But I would not allow my wife to spend the night in the hospital by herself. It is what it is. We would not allow a child to spend the night in the hospital by themselves. So we are going to be there, period. You know, thank God, the only child we've had to spend a night in the hospital is Miracle, but Miracle will not spend a night in the hospital by herself. It ain't about to happen, you know, because I understand what you're saying, Elaine. Some people have well, let me tell you something. Some people are in the nursing profession for the money. They're not there for the passion. They're there for the paycheck. And I believe that if nursing is not a calling that God have on your life, then you need to stay out of that field. Jesus. Wow. Wow. Barbara Rice said, I thought it was just us when it comes to McDonald's. No, it ain't just y'all, baby. It's everybody. It's my late cousin used to say, it's everybody. Everybody getting mistreated there. You know, wow, God, my God. So William Rice, and he says, instead of going above and beyond to make customers happy, bad customer service is bad business and bad for business. Absolutely right. Because when people are not, I don't know, maybe everybody ain't like me, but when I'm not treated right, I am not going to continue to frequent that business, period. I will find someone else to spend my money, or guess what? I will go to the grocery store and buy it and come home and cook it myself the way I want it. That's just the way it is with me. You know, so wow, Ruth McClure says, always give them better service than you expect, and then some. Do extra, make them want to come back. That is the way customer service is. Ruth, thank you. And that's the kind of customer service that we're talking about. That's the kind of customer service that we're looking for. And that's what I mean when I say whatever happened to good customer service. Man, I've gone places that the people treated me so good that I don't want to see nobody except that person when I go back. Where is so-and-so? Is she here or is he here? That's who I need to wait my table. Well, you're not in their section. Well, put me in their section, because that's who I want to wait my table. Because if they're gonna treat me right, I'm gonna treat them right. Bottom line, case closed, jury dismissed. Wow. Let's see. Elaine says, Piggly Wiggly on the First Avenue. I asked the manager in the meat department a question about putting certain meats out, and she told me, we do have it, but I'm not putting it out until a certain time. I was like, really? Just let me go to Winn-Dixie where the customers matter. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We got to go where people care about us and treat us nicely. We cannot keep spending our money in places where people mistreat us. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Melanie Jenkins says, I believe in you. If you have a job that you don't like, when you then get a new job, because customer service is everything. Woo, my God. Oh, I love it. I love it. If you don't like the job you got, go find a new job. Hallelujah. Oh, here go my daughter again. She says, I went to Chick-fil-A and my order was not ready right away. They pulled me into a spot and came out a few minutes later. The manager came out, apologized to me, and gave me a coupon for a free chicken sandwich for everyone in the car. Now, that's what I call customer service. Yeah, that's what I call customer service. That's absolutely awesome. Now, let me say, I'm gonna ask this question. And since you said it, I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna ask this question to my audience and everybody who want to participate. I want you to do this. Who do you think today, in all the places that you frequent, have the best customer service? Go ahead and put that on the screen for me. Who do you think had the best customer service? And if you don't mind, put the location, because one, like I told you, all Zaxby's are not created equal. I figured that out. because I go to Zaxby's and Trustville, I'm treated like a king, and my food comes out right. My wings are not overcooked, and they are hot. My God. But I go to Zaxby's on Montclair Road, and my wings come out late. They come out cold, and they are overcooked. Jesus. I'm not trying to have dentures. I'm not, and I'm not trying to pull my teeth out to eating a chicken wing. So, I'm just saying. So come on, something. Chick-fil-A, Roebuck, Parkway, okay. Who else we got? Who got some good customer? Who do you think had the best customer service? The best customer service. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one out here because I like to eat yogurt, man. I love that yogurt, and I'm gonna even throw out Yogurt Mountain, Gardendale. Yes, Yogurt Mountain, Gardendale. Yeah, old Publix and Clay. I love Publix and Clay, man. They are good. They are efficient. They're clean. They are absolutely awesome. What I love about Publix and Clay is that when the pandemic hit, they put a pandemic plan. They put a pandemic plan in motion very quickly before any other grocery store did. They already had the glass between you and the cashier. They already had the one-way aisles. You shop there. And what gets me sometimes, some people don't pay attention to those arrows. They just be walking all kind of ways. Read the signs, people. Read the signs. Yeah, Chick-fil-A, Centerpoint, which is, I guess, Roebuck. Yeah, Chick-fil-A. All right. Chick-fil-A got 2 votes. How about that? Wow. I'm waiting on y'all. Who you think got the best customer service? Yeah, okay. All right. I'm waiting on y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and share this info with you because this is a survey that was done some time ago. It says 89% of companies now expect to compete mostly on the basis of customer experience. Wow. 89%. And as I said, now again, this was done a few years ago. So maybe this is why a lot of people are going out of business because the customer service is just awful. And I'm gonna go ahead and ask this question right here. What happened to Hardee's? Anyway, I'm through with that. I am through with that. Okay, I'm through with that. Milo's Roebuck. Okay. Listen, don't y'all let Lysandra do all the voting. Who you think has the best customer service? The best customer service. Yeah. So again, let me jump back. Let me jump back to some of these stats because I think this is important, and we need to know this. And people that's working in with the public, you need to know this. You need to know this. Customer service can have a big impact on the bottom line of your business. Also, customer service can make or break your business reputation. Woo, my. Yeah. Back in the day, I used to work for J. Mark Jewelers, and man, they had one of the best customer service plans I ever seen. In fact, I guess when they first started, they used to give lifetime warranties on their jewelry. Tanya Taylor, stop. Tanya said, well, you can't choose when there isn't any. Tanya, hey, you may need to open up a business, baby, because if you turn around giving us a good customer service, you're going to take everybody else's customers. My God. Woo, man, that's good. That's awful, man. That's absolutely awful. So anyway, they used to give lifetime warranties on the jewelry. And I had a guy walked into the store one day and he slapped this jewelry on the counter that he had 10 years or longer. And he said, y'all sold me some junk jewelry. I'm like, who are you, man? Who are you? And where did you come from? And what do you mean we sold you some junk jewelry? I don't even know you. I didn't sell you anything. So tell me what the problem is. So he explained the problem to us. And even though he had that jewelry that long and he bought it under that policy when they gave a lifetime warranty on it, we replaced his jewelry. Guess what? It was already paid for. Let me say it again. It was already paid for. Yeah. But yet we replaced his jewelry and he was a happy customer. Do you not know those are the kind of things that causes people, because just like people talk good about your business, they would also talk bad about your business. And right now, You know, every time you look around, somebody's on social media blasting somebody's business because of their mistreatment or their bad service. Yes, bad service. It says right here, when I tell you customer service can either make or break your business. It says here that focusing on customer experience isn't just the latest trend. It's also smart business. It can turn out that making every touch point great doesn't just make customers love you, it can also increase your profits. Surveys have shown that 86% of customers would pay more for a better customer experience. 86%. I told you, people would pay more. They would pay more for your product if you treat them right. 86% of customers would pay more for a better customer experience. You may decide, to take a look at that. 86% of people will actually pay more for a good customer experience. My God. Okay, people. That's it. That's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Whatever happened to good customer service? Wow. I want you to think about that and have that focus in your mind next time you go to a place of business. I want you to think about that. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. That's my time. You have been tuned in to Greg Talks, and I certainly appreciate you joining us tonight. And thank you for all of you who participated. Look at Lasandra and said All American Forward and Aniana. I'm sure they will thank you for that. I'm sure they will. Yes, they will. So thank you so much again for tuning in tonight to this edition of Greg Talks. I hope this has been informative to you, to help you along the way. To, let's try to work our way through some things and figure our way through some things, because in this day and time, customer service has gone down the drain. And it's time for customers to say, hey, you know what? I don't have to take this, All right. God bless you and may God keep you is my prayer. Thank you one more time for tuning in to this edition of Greg Talks. And until next week, I'll see you same time, same place for Greg Talks. God bless you.
The place where you listen to get the whole truth. The place where you listen to get a fair view. The place where you listen to get the whole truth. That's where you listen to get a fair view. This is Greg Talk. This is Greg Talk.
I hear you, Bobby Rice.
This is Greg Talk. This is Greg Talk.
Y'all have a good evening. God bless. Love you. Peace out.